Hi there. Today I'm going to be reviewing my newest 4K little member of the family, the Eye. The Eye. I picked up one of these. It's a 4K action camera, supposed to be comparable to that GoPro 4K camera. A couple of things with this. I wanted to get something like this because we were going to go on a nice Iceland trip this year, and I wanted to be able to capture everything in 4K. So the only thing is that I couldn't really justify buying the GoPro being so expensive when I was only going to use it for vacation. So with this camera right here, I'll tell you guys right now, if you adjust your expectations and you're not like a brand holic sort of thing, and you're just getting it for the purpose alone of, hey, I want to shoot 4K high quality 4K video, but an action cam, because I knew we were going to run into a lot of waterfalls, maybe some inclement weather there in Iceland. So with this guy, the reason why I got this is because it's cheaper. And I'm always looking to go a lot cheaper than the mainstream, because it's just an action camera. For me, I've already got fancy cameras. If I want to get nicer 4K footage, I have that. Another thing is the picture quality. It is sharp, crispy. The colors are a little bit saturated. I think it's a little bit too contrasty. I'm sure maybe I could finagle with the effect. I've got it on normal, like everything is normal right now, as far as you know, the picture quality and everything. It's a little bit saturated in the colors. The balancing of sunspots, you know, when the sun shines on, say there's shade, and then there's the part that exposed to sun, it doesn't balance that well. In fact, the sunspots are really blown out, and it takes a while for it to, like, you can even position the camera in weird ways to maybe help it out, but honestly, it's not very good. So you need to have even lighting. So if you have half and half lighting, what we call half and half lighting, or like, you know, shoddy, spotty lighting, it doesn't balance that well. And it's not an ideal situation anyway for a good shot. So just be mindful of that, because when you're out and about and you're trying to still capture great stuff outside, even though you don't have the manual control, you just want to be mindful of your lighting. It's not touchscreen, which is kind of a shame, because I'm just used to that stuff now. We're very, very used to touch nowadays. I've got it on my G85, I've got it on my phone, I got it on my Mark IVs, and you know, it's just, it would have been nice if it was touchscreen, but for how cheap it is, like, come on. Another thing, buttons do feel cheap on this. There's button here, button here, button here, button here. They do feel kind of cheap, but I'm not really complaining. It's just, I'm just letting you know how it feels. The body feels really light, but solid, not too light to where I'm like, what? It's made out of feathers. It's good. It's good. There is a little bit of weight in the front because that's where the camera is, but it feels good. It's solid. It's got this nice rubbery, silicone-y kind of thing here, so it doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of my hand very easily. There's a rubber thing here-ish, rubber-ish sort of material here to kind of, you know, protect the lens, I guess. I'm not really sure. There's no filter here on this lens, and it is a fisheye, and it is very, very fisheye, and you can even go super wide on this, so it'll be like, I don't know, a big fisheye. It's super fisheye. I get kind of tired of it. I really get over the fisheye look very quickly, but you know, it's good for what it is. When we take it to vlog on our vacations, it's going to be B-roll, you know what I mean? So it's not like you're using and documenting your whole trip, or your whole video creation is going to be all fisheye, unless that's what you're into. It does have Wi-Fi capability, so that's nice. This is really cool. I like this a lot. So I think the GoPro doesn't come with this where you can just screw right into it. I like that you don't have to go buy another adapter, another VI adapter, to just stick this onto a tripod like you do, I think, with the GoPro, and how they nickel and dime you with all of their little accessories, which I get it, you know, they're a smart company. But I just want to do what I want to do, and I don't want to be nickel and dimed for doing what I want to do, which is just get, you know, those POV shots, or have a camera that won't be affected by crazy ass weather or getting hit by a waterfall or whatever, right? So I think this is really great. And I had a chance to actually test this and I forgot it. You want to check your settings. For some reason, I was shooting this thing for all the live long day, and then for some reason it switched over to super fine quality, which is not good quality. And so when I went to look back at all my footage, it was all really, really noisy. And I was like, what the heck, man? I thought this was a 4K camera. And I went back and I was like, oh, okay, so, you know, for some reason, I don't know why, but superfine was checked instead of normal. And so when I switched it back to normal, and you can kind of see, I'll show you in the clip right here, that it makes a big difference. It irked me really, really bad. I was like, dang it, man, the whole thing. I took this thing on the whole walkthrough of our new home, and it was on superfine, and I was like, suck. Overall, a really good buy. It's $150, $160, you know, on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. That does support me. That does help me out. For what it is, as long as you adjust your expectations that it's not going to be this thing, that it's not going to be this thing, and that it does exactly what I think it's supposed to do, which is just capture those B-roll moments or those vacation moments, and bring it back, you know, with a high quality, with 4K resolution. I think that's awesome. And so it matches up with the rest of your footage, because all of the things that we're buying nowadays are becoming 4K, and everything's kind of catching up to 4K slowly. Slowly but surely, it's all gonna match together. That's what I think about this thing. I think it's great for vacations. It's a great action cam. I think it's a good camera. So that's it. If you have any questions about it, I'm be sure to answer it in the comments. See you next time.